Our mindset shapes the lens through which we view the world, influencing not only how we react to situations, but also how we experience them. In times of challenge or uncertainty, the power of thought becomes our greatest ally. One philosophy that captures the essence of this mindset is Stoicism, a practice that's just as relevant today as it was in ancient Greece and Rome. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to accept what we cannot, providing a framework for living with resilience and inner peace. It's not just abstract theory, but practical wisdom that can be applied every day. In a world full of distractions and stress, Stoicism offers timeless principles that empower us to respond to life's challenges with clarity and composure. In this video, we'll explore 10 powerful Stoic reminders that can reshape how you approach life, from the way you handle adversity to how you make daily decisions. If applied consistently, these principles have the potential to transform your life, bringing you greater peace, strength, and purpose. Stay with us and discover how these teachings can unlock your full potential. Stoicism teaches that the only thing we truly control in life is our mind. While external events and circumstances are beyond our influence, our thoughts and responses remain firmly within our grasp. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This simple yet profound idea forms the foundation of Stoic philosophy and empowers us to take control of how we respond to life's challenges. In everyday life, we often allow external events to dictate our emotional state. Whether it's an insult from a colleague, being stuck in traffic, or hearing bad news, it's easy to let these situations stir up frustration or anger. Yet, Stoicism reminds us that we always have the choice of how we react. The situation itself may be beyond our control, but our response is ours to command. Take a moment to reflect on how you typically react to things you can't control. Do you let small inconveniences disrupt your peace of mind, or do you respond with calm and clarity? The key to mastering your mind is awareness and practice. Each day, remind yourself that your responses are in your hands. One powerful tool is to pause and take a deep breath before reacting to stress. This simple mental exercise can help you break the automatic cycle of emotional responses, allowing you to choose a more intentional and peaceful reaction. The Stoic view of time is simple yet profound. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. The present moment is all we truly have. In a world that constantly pulls our attention in different directions, it's easy to get caught up in the regret of things we can't change or the anxiety of things yet to come. However, the Stoics remind us that focusing on the present moment is where our true power lies. Many people spend their days ruminating over past mistakes or worrying about future outcomes, missing out on the opportunities that the present offers. Whether it's a conversation, a task at work, or simply enjoying a moment of peace, being fully engaged in the now is the key to living a fulfilling life. The more we allow ourselves to be consumed by past regrets or future fears, the less we experience the richness of the present. To counter this, Stoicism encourages us to practice mindfulness. Start each day by setting clear intentions, reminding yourself that today is the only day you can truly influence. Focus on what you can do right now and let go of what you cannot control. Take a moment to check in with yourself. What if today is the day that changes everything for you? Reflect on the power of the present and ask yourself how you can make the most of this moment to create the future you desire. Stoicism teaches that true inner peace is not dependent on external circumstances. No matter what happens in the world around us, whether it's stress, conflict, or disappointment, we can choose to maintain our calm and composure. This powerful idea reminds us that peace is something we cultivate within ourselves, not something that comes from outside sources. In everyday life, it's easy to let external events dictate our emotional state. A disagreement with a loved one, a tough day at work, or unexpected challenges can quickly disrupt our peace of mind. However, the Stoics remind us that while we cannot control what happens to us, we do have control over how we respond. By learning to manage our reactions, we can remain steady and grounded regardless of what's going on around us. To cultivate peace, there are several practical techniques you can use. Deep breathing can help center your mind and body in moments of stress, while reframing negative situations allows you to see challenges as opportunities for growth. Meditation is another powerful tool for quieting the mind and finding stillness amidst chaos. Now, imagine for a moment. What if no external situation could disturb your peace? How different would your life look if you could remain calm, focused, and centered no matter the circumstances? By practicing these techniques consistently, you can begin to unlock the peace that lies within you. Stoicism teaches that while mistakes are an inevitable part of life, they do not define us. Instead of letting our failures weigh us down, we are encouraged to learn from them and use them as opportunities for growth. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Mistakes are simply moments of learning, stepping stones on the path to becoming wiser and more resilient. In real life, many of us hold on to guilt and regret over past mistakes. Whether it's a missed opportunity, a wrong decision, or something we said in the heat of the moment, we often let these moments define how we view ourselves. This can create a cycle of self-doubt, preventing us from moving forward and growing. But the Stoic perspective reminds us that our value is not tied to our mistakes, but to how we choose to learn and evolve from them. To break free from the grip of regret, it's important to forgive ourselves and reframe our mistakes as lessons rather than failures. One powerful tool for this is journaling. Reflecting on your experiences in writing allows you to process your emotions, gain clarity, and recognize the lessons within each mistake. By consistently using your mistakes as stepping stones, you will unlock greater strength, wisdom, and self-compassion. Stoicism places a strong emphasis on personal responsibility, teaching us that we have the power to shape our lives through the choices we make. Instead of seeing ourselves as victims of circumstance, Stoicism encourages us to take ownership of our actions, decisions, and mindset. As Epictetus famously said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." The path to a fulfilling life begins with recognizing that we are the architects of our own reality. In real life, some people live passively, waiting for external factors to change before they take action. They hope for things to get better or for luck to intervene, but in doing so, they neglect the power they have to shape their own future. On the other hand, those who embrace Stoic principles take charge of their destiny. They understand that while they cannot control everything that happens, they have control over their responses and their decisions. To truly take control of your life, start by setting clear, actionable goals. Whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal growth, break down your goals into small, intentional steps that you can take every day. Remember, even the smallest actions, when done consistently, can lead to big changes over time. By aligning your actions with your values and staying committed to your vision, you'll begin to see your life transform, one choice at a time. Stoicism teaches that challenges are not obstacles to be avoided, but opportunities to build strength and wisdom. According to the Stoic philosophers, life's difficulties are a natural part of the human experience, and it's through facing them that we grow the most. As Marcus Aurelius famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This perspective encourages us to embrace adversity rather than fear it. In real life, many people avoid discomfort, seeking comfort and ease at every turn. While it's natural to want to avoid pain or hardship, Stoics recognize that it is in these moments of struggle where we find our greatest potential for growth. Whether it's a tough project at work, a personal loss, or a difficult relationship, these challenges can push us to develop new skills, resilience, and a deeper understanding of ourselves. To embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, begin by shifting your mindset. Instead of seeing obstacles as setbacks, reframe them as chances to evolve. For example, a challenging work project could help you develop leadership skills, while personal struggles may foster emotional strength. The key is to approach each difficulty with the mindset that it holds valuable lessons. Ask yourself, What if your greatest challenges were the keys to unlocking your full potential? By embracing challenges head-on, you can transform adversity into a stepping stone toward a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Stoicism teaches the importance of focusing on what we have rather than what we lack. This practice of gratitude is central to living a fulfilled life, as it shifts our attention away from what's missing or wrong and refocuses it on the abundance that already exists in our lives. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, reminds us that wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. When we practice gratitude, we cultivate a mindset of sufficiency, appreciating the present moment for what it offers, regardless of our external circumstances. In real life, many people struggle with dissatisfaction because they are always looking at what they don't have, whether it's material possessions, achievements, or relationships. However, practicing gratitude can dramatically shift our perspective and improve our mental health. Studies have shown that regularly practicing gratitude leads to greater happiness, reduced stress, and improved relationships. When we intentionally focus on the positive aspects of our lives, we are better equipped to handle challenges and experience more contentment. To cultivate gratitude, start by keeping a daily gratitude journal. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on the things you are thankful for, no matter how small. It could be a beautiful sunset, a kind word from a friend, or simply the ability to breathe freely. What if gratitude was the key to happiness, no matter your circumstances? By shifting your focus to what you have, you might find that your life is richer and more fulfilling than you ever imagined. Stoicism teaches that we should focus our energy on what we can control, our own actions, thoughts, and responses, rather than worrying about things that are beyond our influence. This is a key principle of Stoic philosophy, reminding us that peace of mind comes from accepting that we cannot control everything around us. As Epictetus wisely put it, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. In everyday life, many people waste energy stressing about things they can't control, such as the weather, other people's actions, or events that unfold in the world. These are circumstances outside of our reach, yet we often let them dictate our emotional state. This constant worrying over things beyond our control only leads to stress and frustration. The key to overcoming this is to regularly check your mindset and refocus on what you can control. This may be your attitude, your response to a situation, or how you choose to act in a given moment. One helpful Stoic exercise is the dichotomy of control, which involves asking yourself, is this something I can control, or is it outside of my influence? This simple practice helps bring awareness to what truly matters, allowing you to let go of unnecessary stress and focus on what you can change. By practicing this, you'll find greater clarity and peace, knowing that your power lies in your own actions and mindset. Stoicism encourages the idea of self-contentment, teaching us to accept ourselves as we are without relying on external validation. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes from within, not from the opinions or approval of others. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. This wisdom reminds us that we are already enough, just as we are, and that our worth is not determined by external factors. In today's world, society often pressures us to be something we're not, whether it's striving for an ideal body image, a certain level of success, or conforming to popular trends. This constant comparison can lead to feelings of inadequacy as we measure our self-worth against impossible standards. But Stoicism teaches that we don't need to prove anything to anyone. We are inherently valuable as individuals. To practice self-acceptance, it's important to remind yourself daily that you are enough, just as you are. One effective way to reinforce this belief is through daily affirmations. Each morning, affirm your worth by saying statements like, I am worthy of love and respect, or I am enough, just as I am. By repeating these affirmations, you can begin to shift your mindset and embrace self-love. Remember, true contentment comes from within. When you accept yourself fully, you'll find that you no longer need external validation to feel whole. You are enough, right now, as you are. The Stoics viewed time as our most precious resource, one that we can never get back once it's passed. For them, every moment was an opportunity to live with purpose, to grow, and to contribute to the world around us. As Seneca said, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. The awareness that time is fleeting fuels the Stoic commitment to making each day count. In real life, many people squander time, either procrastinating or filling their days with distractions that don't align with their deeper values. It's easy to put off what matters most, whether it's pursuing a passion, working on personal growth, or investing in relationships, believing that there will always be more time. But the truth is, time waits for no one, and the longer we delay, the more we miss out on the life we want to live. To make today count, start by living with intention. Prioritize meaningful actions, even if they seem small. Take a step toward your goals, whether it's dedicating time to a personal project or simply connecting with someone you care about. Each intentional action, no matter how small, is a building block for a fulfilling life. Ask yourself, what if today is the day you start living your best life? The power to shape your future lies in how you use your time right now. Make today count, and you'll be one step closer to the life you've always dreamed of.